Before time began, before the ticking of moments or the turning of days, there was only God. He was eternal and uncreated, the source and sustainer of all that would ever exist. In the infinite void, his presence was absolute, unchallenged, and all-encompassing. Then, with a word of immense power, he spoke into the emptiness, breaking its silence with a command that would forever alter reality. Let there be light. In an instant, light erupted like a radiant wave, piercing through the abyss and filling the cosmos with its brilliance. The heavens stretched forth, and Earth took form, a planet of raw potential, veiled in oceans and unshaped terrain. God beheld the light, separating it from the darkness, and declared it good. But this was just the dawn of creation. God's work continued, meticulous and purposeful. At last, the moment arrived for his masterpiece, the crowning act of all he had made. His voice rang out again, a proclamation of unfathomable significance. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. From the dust of the earth, God formed a man, his hands shaping every detail with care. When the figure was complete, God breathed into its nostrils the breath of life. The man stirred, his eyes opening for the first time, taking in the wonder of a world untouched by corruption. Adam, God named him, the first of humankind. Yet even amidst the perfection of Eden, something was missing. God saw Adam's solitude and declared, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him." So as Adam slept, God took one of his ribs and, with divine craftsmanship, formed a woman. When Adam awoke, his gaze fell upon her, and a profound joy filled him. "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh," he exclaimed, recognizing in her the completion of himself. The woman, Eve, stood beside him, and together they reflected the image of their Creator. Eden was paradise. Its rivers flowed with life, its fruit trees bore abundance, and its skies were serene. But danger crouched in its beauty. A serpent, cunning and malicious, slithered into the garden, its eyes glinting with deceit. It approached Eve and spoke with a voice smooth as silk. Did God actually say, "You shall not eat of any tree in the garden"? Eve hesitated but answered, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden." But God said, "You shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, lest you die." The serpent's voice grew more insistent, dripping with falsehood. "You will not surely die," it hissed. "For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." A longing stirred in Eve's heart. The fruit was beautiful, and the serpent's words tantalized her with the promise of wisdom. She reached out, plucked the forbidden fruit, and ate it. Then she handed it to Adam, who ate as well. Suddenly, their eyes were opened, not to enlightenment, but to shame. For the first time, they realized their nakedness, and they hurried to cover themselves with fig leaves. The air of Eden, once vibrant and alive, grew heavy and foreboding. In the stillness, the sound of God's footsteps echoed through the garden. His voice called out, a mixture of sorrow and sternness. "Adam, where are you?" Trembling, Adam stepped forward. I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid, he admitted. God's question followed like a thunderclap. Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I commanded you not to eat? Adam shifted, his voice faltering. The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate. God turned to Eve. What is this that you have done? She answered, her voice trembling. The serpent deceived me, and I ate. Judgment came swiftly. To the serpent God pronounced, because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and above all beasts of the field. On your belly you shall go, and dust you shall eat all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. To Eve he declared, I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. And to Adam he said, Cursed is the ground because of you. In pain you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you. By the sweat of your face you shall eat bread until you return to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Then, with heavy hearts, Adam and Eve were banished from the garden.